with the next act, who I've actually had the pleasure of seeing. She's extremely talented, very funny. Please give a warm welcome to comedian Caroline Ewan.
Y'all, she was in Oklahoma with me, and I know that the judges will be kind to her. She's just 14.
16 in a month. Vanna White, you're my favorite color. Hello, friends. I'm so happy to be here at the Gong show. And I know gongs. I'm Chinese. So are you enjoying the cruise so far? Yeah, cruises are great. I actually had a friend who went on a cruise, and when she got back, she told me this story. She says she was standing on the deck of the cruise ship looking out over the water, and on an island there was a man in tattered clothes jumping up and down and waving his arms, tiny little island, and she says to the captain, "Who is that man?" And the captain says, "We don't know. Every year we pass him, he just goes nuts." Don't worry, there's no one we have to save. There's some strange people on cruises, though. I've actually heard this story, too. There was an elderly woman standing at the very front of a cruise ship, and she's hanging on to her hat with both hands. And, of course, the wind's getting her. So a gentleman comes up and says, "Ma'am, you know your dress is flying up in the wind." And she says, "Yes, but I have to hang on to my hat with both hands." And he says, "But ma'am, you're completely exposed." And she says, "Sonny, anything under my dress is 85 years old. But I just bought this hat yesterday." Have you seen these new cruise ships with the water slides on them? Have you ever been on a water slide? Like the pin straight, 4-story tall death drop water slides? Okay, who invented that instrument of torture? That is a ride that combines all the terror of falling off a cliff, drowning, and losing a layer of skin at the same time. And your swimsuit doesn't end up the way it started. Am I right, ladies? You start off with a bikini, you end up with a turban. And don't let your elbow touch the dry part of the plastic as you're going down at 90 miles an hour, because it will burst into flames. It's no fun. But you know what is fun? And I've always wanted to try this. Try supergluing dollars to the deck of the cruise ship. And watch. Extra points if you do it by the bar. And remember to always bring your sunscreen. I would bring a really powerful one, too. I saw a sunscreen that was SPF 100. I squeezed the bottle and a sweater came out. And here's a tip for the men out there. If you ever get a sunburn on the top of your legs, and doctors have proven this, take a Viagra. It won't do anything for the burn, but it'll keep the sheets off your legs as you're sleeping. But you know what not to bring on a cruise? You will. The movie to never watch on a cruise? Plan 9 from Outer Space. You thought I was going to say Titanic. You remember that 60s film? That was awful. But speaking of Titanic, do you know what dessert they served on Titanic? Upside down cake. The last thing ever said in that dinner hall was, "I know I ordered ice, but this is ridiculous." So those are my tips. Use your dollar bills wisely, bring your sunscreen, and always hang on to your hat. Thank you.
She's outstanding, and she's 15. Wow, can't even drive, and she had some great jokes. All right, so why don't we start with? I think the unknown comic is having a problem, so we're going to start with the unknown comic who needs a microphone. And unknown comic. Okay, wait, hold on. What was your score, unknown comic?
Number 10.
There it is on the first 10 of the night. Purple Passion, what? How did you see it?
I gave her a 10.
Wow. And that takes us to the Tacky Tourist.
Just a minute, I gotta get this. Yeah, dear, you never know where I am. I was walking on the Lido deck and this guy grabbed me and made me come to this Gong show thing. Yeah, no, I haven't been drinking. Not at all. Oh, no, I gotta do something now. I'll talk to you later.
Tacky?
You know, I'm sorry about that. That was my line. You know, when I was 15 going on 16, I used to stand on an island and wave at this cruise ship as I went by. I never stopped. I don't understand.
Tacky, how'd you score it?
I gave it a 9.
9.
But 9 is 29.
29, our current leader.
This was a gong. Did I put this at a 3 or a 4?
I would make it just 3. We'll kind of, Peppermint Patty, you'll live on with us, but we're not going to score that gong. It was 29. 29, 2 and 9. Thank you. Okay, we're going to continue our youth